The world might have branded Jesus as a criminal if he were not to rise from the dead on the third day. Dear beloved Jesus Christ, welcome to the reflections of Easter Sunday 2025. Dear friends, in one school, the small children were getting ready to portray the event of Easter for their school Easter celebrations. Many kids have taken different roles in the drama. Some have taken to be the soldiers at the tomb, and one girl has taken Mary Magdalene, and so forth. Finally, when the turn came for Jimmy to select his role, there were no many roles left. So, he was forced to take the role of the huge stone that kept sealed at the tomb of Jesus. Jimmy was not happy to take the role, but he had no choice. Finally, he agreed to play the role. On the day of the Easter celebration, when all the parents came, the children portrayed the drama very beautifully. But the parents of Jimmy were not happy to see Jimmy as a stumbling block. When the parents were on their way back from the school, the parents were a little bit disappointed. But Jimmy, who was in the back seat of the car, was very excited. Parents asked him, "Jimmy, why are you so happy? You played a very small role in the drama, but you seem to be very happy. Why?" Jimmy told, "A small role? I am the one who gets Jesus out of the tomb when he resurrected. What role can be much better than my role?" Dear friends, Easter is all about rolling away the stone experience. Rolling away stone implies so many meanings. Predominantly, rolling away stone actually points out at our own life situations in which we are locked up because we could not roll away the stone. This speaks about recognizing our own experiences which made ourselves crippled and disappointed, keeping ourselves inside without exploring outside. This also means all those experiences which actually made us disappointed and never allowed us to try again and again for a new, better results. Therefore, dear friends, Easter is all about starting something new afresh, getting up from the place where we have fallen and starting from the point where we have failed. Easter is a new life, new beginning, and new adventure into our own lives. Remember, in today's first reading, we hear about the disciples proclaiming about the resurrected Christ boldly in the public place. These were the disciples who were frightened when their master was arrested, who scattered when their master was dying alone on the cross. But with Easter, they had new vigor, new life, and with that life, they began their ministry anew, and that ministry now spread across the world. So predominantly remember, Easter symbolizes new beginning. Easter welcomes us to start again from where we have fallen. The second theological point we can reflect upon Easter is ongoing process. Easter is not an event that took place 2000 years ago in the life of a man called Jesus. It is ongoing process happening every now and then in our own lives. We have so many Good Fridays in our life and Easter Sundays too. And all these things repeatedly happen in our lives. That is why we call Easter is an ongoing process. But often, most of us think about only those Good Fridays where we have all failures, where the failure succumbs us, and forget about the beautiful Easter joy that we are going to have soon after our failures. But this Easter joy can happen to us only when we raise up from the fall we had on Good Friday and come back with a new vigor on Saturday and experience new joy on Easter Sunday. Therefore, on this Easter Sunday, please understand Easter is all about a fresh beginning in our life, our spiritual life, psychological life, personal life, and our communal life. Therefore, let us start our life afresh with the new vigor that the risen Christ gives into our own lives. Let God bless us all and have Easter joy.